Hello everyone, welcome to the Study Hacks Institute of GIS and Remote Sensing. Today I will try to discuss a very important topic, mainly how we can easily estimate relative humidity and vapor pressure deficit using Google Earth Engine, a remote sensing approach. I will try to explain all of things. So I hope after completing this tutorial, you are able to do compute relative humidity and also vapor pressure deficit. In Google Earth Engine, we don't find out the directly provide relative human humidity or water vapor pressure is not available, but we can estimate them using available temperature, dew point, and other atmospheric data and compute it the relative humidity and also vapor pressure deficit. So first of all, you can see basically this type of data we can easily get for humidity related variable such as ER5 land, hourly and monthly. So we can easily find out from here the 2 meters temperature, 2 meter dew point temperature, specific humidity and total column water vapor, as well as ER5 hourly and monthly. We also get this type of humidity related data. We also find out that NIRA to NASA, we can easily find out the relative humidity, specific humidity, water vapor pressure, and also find out the modest atmospheric product, total precipitable water vapor we also get from here. So now use this type of data, we can easily estimate the relative humidity using this equation. So if you check the equation, this is the equation Rs equal 100 multiply with actual vapor pressure divided by saturation vapor pressure. So here you can see this is the formula. So we can easily use the formula. Basically actual vapor pressure it's come from the computed from the dew point, and saturation vapor pressure is come from computed from the temperature. And both E and ES can be estimated using the T10's equation. So this is the equation you also apply. ES and E. E mainly actual vapor pressure and ES mainly saturation vapor pressure. Further we are just apply this equation. It's called the T10's equation. And here you can see about that some variable T mainly air temperature and TD mainly dew point temperature. Both are the degree Celsius. So we can easily use this formula and then we can easily calculate the relative humidity. As well as we can also compute the vapor pressure deficit using this equation. This is the equation you can see. ES minus E. ES is the from air temperature and E mainly from dew point temperature. So just simply subtract, then we can easily get the vapor pressure deficit. So let's go. I will try to explain all of things how we can easily compute this type of equation and get the final result. So here I already run the code for the globally because we can easily find out the globally all of things. If you check the result, so this is the relative humidity we calculate for the whole world, and also this is the vapor pressure deficit for the whole world. So now how I can calculate using Google Earth Engine, I will try to explain step by step. Then I hope you can easily get the idea. You can also use this type of things and also compute the relative humidity and also vapor pressure deficit. So first of all, we need to import a dataset. This dataset provide you the temperature and also dew point temperature. So in this case, we are just called the ER5 land hourly data, and further we just filter for the specific time period, and then also select the two band temperature 2 meter and also dew point temperature 2 meter. 2 meter mainly above from the surface. And further we just simply convert into degree Celsius. Basically it's provide the data as a Kelvin. So when you subtract this value 273.15, we find out the data in degree Celsius. So both are data we simply subtract with this value. So now we find out the temperature 2 meter height as a degree Celsius, also dew point temperature 2 meter height degree Celsius. Further we calculate the saturation vapor pressure using the equation. So just we simply multiply this value and divide it with this value and exponential multiply with this value. So now it calculate the saturation vapor pressure and also calculate the actual vapor pressure. So same with this equation which I already show you on the slide. So basically this equation is just apply in here. ES and E mainly actual vapor, just simply apply this equation and compute the actual vapor pressure. Okay, just apply this formula. And further just compute the relative humidity. Just we call the actual and saturation multiply with 100. Okay, just divide it and multiply with 100, and we rename it as a relative humidity. Further, we can easily find out this type of layer as a relative humidity. And vapor pressure deficit, just simply subtract. We already calculate the ES and E, basically saturation vapor and actual vapor pressure. Just simply subtract and we can easily compute the vapor pressure. So further, we can easily download the data as a geotip file format for a specific boundary, or if you want, you can also make the time series chart. Okay, so this type of things you can easily do. So I hope you can get the idea how we can easily work with relative humidity and also vapor pressure deficit. If you have any question regarding this topic, simply just comment. And if you want to join our further online training program on Google Earth Engine, which class will be start from the 11th April, and now this admission is the open. Okay, so this is our totally beginner space. If you have no knowledge about the Google Earth Engine, or if you have no knowledge about the remote sensing or coding, mainly JavaScript or Python, don't worry about that. In this online training program, you are able to learn all of things from beginners to advanced level. So here you can check all of course content, as well as you can also check about the course benefit. After submitting all of assignment, you can get the course certificate, you can get all of course material, mainly slide, PDF, also get all of practice code, you can also get the recorded session, and also get the lifetime teaching support regarding this online training program, and also research collaboration. If you want to interest to join our research collaboration and also publish the scientific paper, it also possible. So if you want to join this upcoming online training program, this class will start from the 11th April. So as soon as possible, just simply book your seat and join our Google Classroom, and then join our live training. So today is no more. Thank you for watching that. Stay happy, stay safe.